We have some very interesting transfers that happened over the weekend. Some of them are very huge. Some of them are quite unexpected. And some of them I'm happy with one in particular. One of these transfers that happened over the weekend made me happy. Honestly, if you're Nigerian, you're going to be happy with the news that Osimehn has finally settled the transfer deal with Galatasaray. This deal has been going on since last season. Osimehn fell out with Napoli. He doesn't want to be in the club. The club new coach Conte doesn't want him and all of that. But the owner of the club keep making it difficult for this guy to leave. Remember last season he was a talk in most transfer talks in the EPL. Arsenal wanted him, Chelsea wanted him, Manchester United were interested. A lot of clubs were interested, but it didn't happen. This time around, this season, he got interest from Saudi Arabia, huge money move, and all of that. But still, it didn't happen. His heart has been with Galatasaray because he went to Turkey. Those fans there showed him love, lots of love. They made him, just one season, they made him a club legend, a club icon. So he loved it there in Turkey. And Galatasaray really showed that they wanted this guy. They showed that they are passionate. They, against all odds, this deal has crossed the line, and it is here we go. Because Osimehn is officially a Galatasaray player, no longer a Napoli player. I'm so happy with this. At least the young guy can just find some rest, find some peace. Osimehn is a very decent player, and this is his prime. He's in his prime now, so he doesn't need all this kind of shenanigans happening around his career. Nobody wants this kind of things happening around their career. I'm happy it is settled once and for all, and I hope he finds peace, he enjoys his game, and delivers Nigeria, and make sure he goes to the World Cup and win the trophy for Nigeria. It is possible. It is very possible. When Chelsea won the FIFA Club World Cup, nobody gave them a chance. Osimehn can go to the World Cup and pull up a surprise. Now, that is one transfer that's making me so happy. So there are 3 transfers that happened over the weekend that got some relief for the Premier League teams. One of those transfers, I just got Osimehn, right? Osimehn is out of the market. So if you're thinking that your club is looking for a striker to sign, Osimehn is out of the market. He is a Galatasaray player. Now the second one, which is this second transfer should be one of the most intriguing transfers of this summer. So far, there could be more. But Rashford to Barcelona. No one saw that one coming. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. No one saw it coming. We all know that Barcelona is very keen to bring in a right-footed winger. So they've been on the tail of this Atletico Bilbao player, William. So William is a good friend of Lamine Yamal, and they feel that if they bring these guys together, they could form a great partnership. So they've been looking for Nico Williams until the deal fell through and Nico Williams signed a new contract with his football club, Atletico Bilbao. Some of that decision got Barcelona fans outraged. You know, they started defaming his morale. They started saying things about him, unfollow him on social media. The guy lost over 2 million followers on Instagram. Barcelona fans they went ballistic. They went bonkers. They couldn't believe that Nico Williams is not going to be that player, because they were saying, hey, Nico is coming to Barca, Nico is coming to Barcelona. They were even printing t-shirts and jerseys and all of that, but it never happened. Then Barcelona turned their attention to Luis Diaz of Liverpool. So Luis Diaz was heavily taunted to be a Barcelona player. I myself thought that it was going to be Luis Diaz. But the issue there is that the ability of Barca to register a new player, that is actually what made Nico Williams not to sign for them. He needed an assurance that's going to be registered. He doesn't want to be in the middle of nowhere, like what happened to Olmo when he was signed. So he doesn't want to be in the middle of nowhere. So he asked Barcelona to give him an assurance that they are going to register him. So Barca was not ready to give him that kind of assurance. So he signed a new contract. That's talking about Nico Williams. Now, Luis Diaz, you know, to register Luis Diaz is not going to be an easy thing, because he's going to come in with hefty amount of money. So, yeah, it keeps going on here and there. They're looking for how to solve their problem. Nobody ever saw that it was going to be Marcus Rashford. That the solution to this problem was going to be Marcus Rashford. So, over the weekend, Marcus Rashford has been confirmed as a Barcelona player. So it's going to be the solution to this problem. So that is solved and settled. At least he's there on loan. That remains to see if he's going to deliver. Maybe if he's going to play so well, probably they could retain him or buy him as a player. But this is not the first time we've seen players come to Barcelona on loan and they end up leaving afterwards. We've seen Joao Felix go there and he left, and all different kind of players, high profile players, has come to Barcelona. They didn't deliver and they have to leave. Griezmann was brought in there. He didn't have the best of his time in Barcelona. Memphis Depay left Atletico Madrid to Barcelona. He didn't have the best of time in Barcelona. So we've had some high-profile name come to Barcelona. We thought they're going to do so well, but they didn't end up doing so well. So I pray and I hope that Marcus Rashford is not added to this list, because, man, this was a shocking, intriguing transfer story. And that's why it's coming. Then another one is this. Finally, Manchester United have been able to secure the services of Mbeumo after 2 months of pursuit. They chased him for 2 months, asking for price to be reduced, asking for deals to be met, asking. What they got at the end of the day was an inflated and increased price. Mbeumo was happy to get the salary he's demanding from Manchester United. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. Everybody is happy. And now, in the update is this. Bayern Munich are so keen to bring in Luis Diaz. Yeah, Bayern Munich, the last video I made, I said that Liverpool seems to be panicking. With all due respect to Liverpool and the family of Diogo Jota, I think it's a huge loss for Liverpool, losing Diogo Jota. Yeah, you lost a player, a great player, a very, very wonderful player, and a good human being in Diogo Jota. And, you know, losing a player of that magnitude, you lost a lot of things. You lost an asset, you lost money, you lost player, you lost a lot of things. I don't want to see him just as an asset, but financial wise, you know, Liverpool lost a whole lot in Diogo Jota's demise. But then, on that, Bayern Munich have no pity. Bayern Munich no send anybody, Papa. Bayern Munich are so keen to take Luis Diaz from Liverpool. Hence, I thought Liverpool, we are so panicky. They had to go spend 95 million euros to bring in Hugo Ekitike. A sum I think is still so huge for that player. So in case this guy leaves, in case Luis Diaz leaves, Hugo Ekitike is in as a striker. And Liverpool are not done yet. They need another striker. And Bayern Munich are keen on bringing in Luis Diaz. And Luis Diaz is so keen and interested in that move. Luis Diaz wants to go to Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich wants to bring him in. We know that Musiala is going to be out for 6 months, at least 6 months. So Bayern Munich need to reinforce their attack. And from Vincent Kompany's view, he feels that Luis Diaz of Liverpool fits the profile of the kind of attacker they want as a replacement for Musiala. So what do you think about these transfers? What do you think about Bayern Munich taking Diaz from Liverpool? Manchester United are gradually fixing their puzzle. You see, Amorim is gradually building his jigsaw puzzle, fixing it up together. And I hope that this season they go on to contest and compete very effectively with the other teams for the top 4. I hope so. Because if Ruben Amorim ends up below the top 10 this season, I think he should be fired. Yeah, I think he should be fired. Yeah.